Assalamu alaikum. Good morning, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. It's my pleasure to be with you today to present our experience as a best practices for successful PMIS implementation in capital projects. I'll start quickly because we have a very limited time. So, as you know, the construction industry, it is very well known as a high risk and low margin. And if you look at the project progression versus the efficiency, we notice that as per the Stanford University, there is 30% of the cost of the construction wasted due to the errors, the waste, and the inefficiencies. Also, over 60% of major capital programs fail to meet their schedule, budget, and target, and this is as per McKinsey. And the reason behind that, as you can see, during the plan phases, we have changing conditions. We have also changes in design. Actually, the project, if it doesn't have a change in design, it's not a project. And as-built drawings, and I have seen in my almost 27 years of experience, where you have projects, mega projects, without even as-built drawings. And also, the asset information is not captured from day. So, this is not a very nice chart that any of the industry professionals within construction would like to see. However, this is the best that we are looking for. And as you can see, it's better informed decisions where we have also improved configuration and coordination, and also information across the lifetime of the project. If we have this, then what we get is the ROI will be between 10 to 25%, and also we can reduce between 28 to 40 on the rework and the errors. And this is as macro. Let me drive you quickly. What we are talking here about is the PMIS. Everybody is familiar with PMIS, whether it's a simple Excel sheet that is considered as a PMIS, or a very complicated, sophisticated software or application. So the objective is actually to automate all the project business, and also to make sure that we have control over the budget, control over the time, and also we have a quality and efficiency of the project performance. What we used in previous experience is actually what we call DAT, which is Disciplines Agile Delivery. And that method is actually very simple, very quick, and also with a very good results. The milestones for any PMIS project, as you know, is first of all, you have to have a project plan. You have to define your business requirement, and this is one of the most important part in any project. You have to make sure that you understand the business requirement and well aware of them. Then they have this design solution, and also you have to develop them. By the way, the clock is making me nervous, so I'll move faster. This is actually the PMIS integration components that we have in any system, and would like to have in any system, where we have all the components are together integrated, where we can have a smart PMIS, if we say so, which will give us dashboards, insight, analytics, and reporting for all the team members, including the top management. This is actually a common data environment processes. The experts around the world, they calculated more than 400 processes that we need in any simple project. This is what we like to see as project managers. We'd like to see everything on one page. We'd like to see everything that, for example, here we have the bill. We can see how much does it cost, what is the progress, who's involved, and everything. So this is what we'd like to see, and hopefully we can. Okay, now what is the DAT? That is simply that we have to focus on the customer wish list, if I say so. We have to make it simple, we have to make it speed, and also we have to adapt to changing circumstances. The process optimization is an effective solution, and that we have to use throughout the project lifetime. And then we have the customize. Actually, I wanted to differentiate between customize and optimize, but there is no time to do that. And then we have definitely to follow whether the local and the international standards or approaches. In some projects, you have to deviate a little bit because of the nature of the project. And also we need to focus on the decision that we need to consider, and also what are the trade-offs. In any project, I would like to have it perfect, but I have to give away some of the project options. Then we need to provide a solid foundation of the true business agility. It's not agility because it is agility. We need to make sure that there is a good foundation for that when we use it. Moving, this is actually maybe the theme of the whole presentation. You need to make sure that you design the process and make sure it is dynamic, flexible, and configurable. You need to make sure that the roles and responsibility are well defined from day one, otherwise you will get into troubles throughout the project. And also you need to define the authority level. Everybody knows what is his authority, and it should not be, doing something that is beyond his authority. This is actually the goals of the DAD methodology. It's inception, construction, transition. In the inception, getting the team together. In the construction, make sure that you build it incrementally. It's not to build everything at once, otherwise it is a failure from day one. And the third is actually release the solution to production. I'm not going to go through these steps because again, the watch is making me nervous. And last but not least is the transition, where you have to deploy it and release the solution. And above all of that, you have to make sure that this is an ongoing process. It's not like you do it one and then you forget about it. This is actually, if I would like to take the 10 minutes, I will take it in this slide. This is describing the roadmap of the implementation, from selecting the PMIS team who's going to implement the system, going through the scope. You have to understand the scope very well. The project team, which is from the client side, and then going through all of it. If you go all the way to the middle of this page, it's all my advice with a limited experience is to do it manually before you go for automation. If you go for automation, then you will lose a lot. So do it, what we used to call a long time ago when I was in Saudi Aramco, is build on paper. So build everything on paper, then shift it to the automation. So again, 10 minutes, I would use it in this, but unfortunately I don't have time. Okay, what's the main consideration when you are building your PMIS or you are implementing your PMIS? You have to make sure that the construction solution architect is for everything. It's just like doing your master plan for the project. So you put everything from the beginning and then you start eliminating or selecting what you need. Create a backlog for business process ideas. You never know. What you think in the beginning or what you thought in the beginning is a dumb idea might be the idea that is saving your project. Also, you need to design and produce so many prototypes to make sure that those prototypes are close to reality. And then you pick and choose. Define the core and dependent processes. The process of invoicing is connected all the way to the end of the project. So you make sure you get the connection between those. And the list will go on. I'll take a quick example. This is, by the way, from real life example, but I cannot share the full information. What we did actually, we went through the gate stage process. At each stage, we defined what are the processes we need, what are the procedures we need, what are the lists, what are the forms, and then as we go, we built the system. And what we did also, for example, this one, we will not move to the next gate until we fulfill all the requirements in the gate. And as we go, some people might, argue about, the stage gates. Some people would say 7, some people would say 5, and then we build the procedures. So each procedure, the minimum requirement for each procedure should be this list. If it's less than this, then make sure that your procedure is not complete. And this is an example of the gate process procedure. We have the purpose, the scope, as per what we said in the previous slide. And then we have the input, what we need, what are the processes that we are going to do. And then with the output, what we are expecting from this procedure. And after that, we do our flow chart again on paper, and we follow those flow charts until the end of them. This, and then again, the RACI matrix, as I mentioned, it's really important to make sure that everybody knows what he is good doing. And last but not least, this is actually the full cycle of the whole project. And I will just take one step. It's only 1 minute more. I'll take one step. This is actually one process in the big chart. What is the process? What is the next process? And what is before it? And then we'll link all of it. Now this is actually the I'll let you read because the time is actually end. And the most important part is avoid isolating the team. You need to work as a team, and you need to make sure that everybody on the same page with you from day one. This is actually what we all love to see as a PMIS system. We love to see everything integrated, and however, sometimes it's not possible. This is my contact if you need any information, and thank you very much.